Hi everybody, I'm Alison Kent of the Home Kitchen, a gathering place for chats about food, a shop for kitchenwares, and a hub for your kitchen e-design. And today I'm here with Robert Blakemore of SwitchDoor. I'm going to invite him in. And they make a really exciting, there he is. Make a really exciting hybrid for IKEA cabinets with customized door fronts and drawer fronts, which is going in my kitchen
Hi,
as we
Alison.
speak. Hi, Robert. How are you this sunshiny day?
Yeah, doing well, doing well. Have you been out in the garden this morning?
No, I've been washing my hair and cleaning my kitchen and getting ready to talk to you, basically. But after this, I will be outside in the garden for sure. And I have all my little plants still happily sitting in the sun. They're going to enjoy this week for sure in Vancouver. Are you
We're
in?
just having a volume issue here, so hang on a
Okay.
second. And then
Are you in your
should be good,
kitchen
but
or
it
in
hasn't
a
changed.
client's kitchen?
No.
I can hear you fine.
Okay, I can't. It doesn't matter. So my volume's down, but we're all good. We're all good.
Okay. Okay. Well, you'll do a better job of introducing yourself than I will.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in Vancouver for the last 30 plus years and in the cabinetry industry for the whole of that time. Started out selling small bone and schematic kitchens down in Yaletown. And that was preceded coming from England, where I trained as a furniture maker in Oxford, England. So that is my background with regards to that. I'm not just in design, I actually have the skill set to manufacture. And it's fun to be down in the workshop sometimes and actually getting my hands dirty and manufacturing product.
Your workshop looks like a good place to play. I love it.
Yeah, it's a fun place. So.
And so you're here now in the Lower Mainland, and what I thought was so advantageous about your product is that not everybody has the budget for custom, and not everybody wants the look of IKEA, and so you have created a remarkable product. Tell us about how the SwitchDoor product came to be.
Yeah, I was being in the high-end cabinetry field for such a long time. It was starting to get to a point with so much cabinetry in each of the custom homes we were building that the budget was just astronomical. And people were just seeing those numbers. And it was prohibitive with regards to them being able to then buy the appliances they wanted and everything else like that. So I took a good long look as to how the budget was basically being broken up throughout a whole home. Right. And realized that there are really secondary rooms in a house that don't really need high-end custom cabinetry. But because of the design element wanting to be consistent throughout the whole house, the colors wanted to be consistent. And that is what drove me to create SwitchDoor, which is where we were using the high-end custom doors that I was using on my custom cabinetry, right, marrying them with IKEA cabinets. And that was really pleasing to the interior designers because they didn't have to change their color schemes. And as you know, a big thing is getting the right color of white or gray or whatever that matches the stone that you've chosen. And you want that continuity throughout the whole home. And so that's what I was able to offer. And it's proving to be really well accepted.
Well, that's essentially what happened in my own personal experience with designing my kitchen, which we've been working on. Is still in construction. You can see little bits here. But I blew my budget on my beautiful stove because for me, the stove was the thing that I wanted to spend some money on. And that was the important piece of my kitchen for me. But then after that, I wasn't going to be able to afford custom cabinetry. But the problem also was I had now a gorgeous, beautiful stove, my little Caliber baby here. But I didn't want to put IKEA beside the stove. Like, it just wasn't going to fit aesthetically. It wasn't going to jive. It just wasn't going to be a good way to do it. So then when I was introduced to your product, I was so excited because it meant that I could save a bit of money by doing the IKEA boxes, but I got to have my custom door fronts, which is the piece you see anyhow. And it ended up being, so far, because I do have the cabinets on either side of the stove, I think it was the best decision I could have made for that, just to let it all kind of sing together. And then, yes, you went through with me through, you have so many options. I can't even, so customizable, such a good selection. I went to a few other similar companies and they still only had 20 options, the same as IKEA had 20 options. Right. So I was like, well, I'm still not seeing what I really want as a designer and also as this homeowner. And it wasn't working until I met you.
Yeah, and I think especially with your design, Alison, one thing that was key is that you had designed a corner sink cabinet. And so that was a very unique, behind you there, that was a very unique part to your kitchen. And so what we did there is we actually made a custom cabinet just for that particular area. So that was not an IKEA cabinet,
no,
but the rest of the kitchen is. That's what we bring to the table with regards to that. And we've done that in quite a few projects where customers have wanted like custom apron sinks and things like that. And so it's being able to marry the two has been really good. And again, it's another thing that when we're dealing with different interior designers and things like that, they feel very limited by the IKEA experience. And so when they come and they listen to us as to what we offer at SwitchDoor is, as you experienced, basically we don't have any issue in changing a cabinet or in manufacturing just one to make the space work.
Yeah, my corner cabinet, and what happens a lot with IKEA is because you can't customize it, you can't customize any of it unless you're a carpenter, unless your kitchen is on a 12-inch module, you're never going to fit it perfectly in the kitchen space. So the benefit for designers working with somebody like Robert, like SwitchDoor, is that if you just need that one piece, so for me it was the corner cabinet, for other people it might be the end cabinet, you can get just that one extra piece that is custom. You don't have to customize the whole kitchen, all the cabinets. You can just get that one extra piece, which was a massive benefit, because for most people it means they just can't use IKEA. There's not the option, there's not the hybrid, and that's why I love this model so much. And add that one customized cabinet and you still get a good budget overall, because most kitchens, and especially renovations, don't have a floor plate that is modular. Doesn't fit the IKEA module.
Right, right.
So that one extra box or two, and also you have the options for the door height. So IKEA works on a 5-inch, 10-inch, 15-inch modular door height for your drawers, but you have extra options. What are your options?
So yeah, again, we looked at what was being asked for out in the marketplace. So we now have a 7.5-inch drawer front. So you can have 4 equal, and you utilize that on your kitchen, which looks fantastic. So the magic number with kitchen cabinets is you just have to add up to 30 inches with regards to what's the space under the countertop. So we have the 7.5. And then for clients that want to have a pull-out recycle bin or a large drawer for dog food or flour, we also have a 22.5-inch and a 25-inch drawer front that can be utilized in the design. And so it's certainly making it very user-friendly with regards to laying out the kitchen.
I think you pretty much go through in every kind of issue a designer might have in using IKEA. You've already solved them all. Like, you can customize the odd cabinet. The door height, like the 5-inch, was just too narrow for everything that I needed to put in my kitchen. Like, you can't even fit a ladle in there for your top cabinet or whatever. And so having the 7.5, I've been using the cabinets that are in, I've been using for what, 2 weeks now, I think. Yep. And the 7.5 is genius. Like, I'm obsessed with it. It's a perfect height for the things that I do in the kitchen anyways. And you
Fantastic.
solve kind of the budget challenges, you solve the style challenges, you solve the like customization challenges. So it's like, it's just such a good model.
And we actually, on your kitchen, Alison, if you want to show it, because you were very concerned with the lines matching up, on that sink cabinet that we did for you, that corner is actually 2 doors. And so it's kind of fun in that the actual gaps line up with each other, but as you open them up, they're actually 2 doors.
Same
So
with this
there
one
we go,
here. It's
a
2
magical
doors.
door.
Yeah.
With a great piece of tape behind it as a handle these days.
Yeah, I still have to make those poll decisions, and I have some more samples coming in. So it was so nice of your installer to give me those little pieces of tape for now.
Yep.
I mean,
no,
for
we're
somebody else, obviously, I would make those decisions a lot faster. But when it's your own kitchen, it's so hard to make a decision because I don't know. It's not only is this my kitchen, but it's my new showroom. It's my new business card, and so I'm like triple nervous about every decision I make, which is crazy. The other thing, do you want to introduce this?
Yeah, so we're actually launching. We're really happy, and you are the first kitchen that we have actually done this. So the new skinny shaker door, which is being asked for by a lot of designers that I know. So you are the first one that we have produced, and this is the painted door, and yes. You did it in Stonington Grey, if I remember, Alison. Is that correct?
Yes, Benjamin Moore, Stonington Grey, because
so
it went with the market.
I love it. I think this shaker door is absolutely fantastic, and it has quite a low profile. And available in all of our door sizes. So it really is a very beautiful door.
My piece of tape.
And we're excited to say that not only is it available in our painted series, but we actually now have it available in some of our TFL, so our laminate doors. So I have one here, a brand new, so I can do the Vanna White as well. Sort of
Show
like,
and
here
tell.
we go, it's all good. So I don't know whether you can see there, but it has, there you go, a really thin shaker style and rail. And so this is actually in a beautiful teak wood that just looks fantastic. And so again, it's hitting a great price point for our clients. And we have the variety of going with paint or with a wood finish, and whichever the design element calls for.
This update here on with the 1.5 inch is such a nice update on the shaker, which is such a classic style. So it kind of modernizes it. It still gives you a little bit of a profile, a little bit of definition in your cabinets, but it's not extra fussy or ornamental, and it's not quite so plain as a flat cabinet, which we also did in the other area of the kitchen. So it's nice to kind of have that balance and to be able to work with you on the different door styles. I think with the, I can't really show them easily right now, but with the upper cabinets having the extra length to just pull from behind.
Yeah.
So there's a few different, I can't wait till we do the final big reveal, because there's actually quite a few different kinds of cabinets that we were able to kind of put together design-wise and aesthetically and functionally in my kitchen, which I could not have done with.
Yeah, I think what has become apparent in your kitchen, Alison, is the way that the interaction between adjacent doors and drawers with the thinner rail, it actually makes the space look bigger, like just as a visual. Because with a regular shaker door, it actually, once you add 2 of those together, the rails, it becomes quite bold in a look. And so having this skinny shaker of just 1 inch style and rail, actually it gives the appearance of a bigger kitchen, which in today's marketplace where we're working in smaller spaces quite frequently, is a huge advantage.
It's been really great working with you, and I know you're constantly coming up with new styles and new door fronts and new things. You don't sit still. And one of the other ones you were telling me about was your fingerprint free. Is that a finish? Is that what's the fingerprint free thing that's happening?
Right. Yeah, we have a couple of product lines that are really unique. A lot of the products now are coming out of Europe, especially Italy. They seem to be putting a lot of money into research and development. So we have some anti-fingerprint white, and it's a super matte white, which is the way things are going these days. Instead of high gloss, everything's going super matte. We have that in a really nice gray and also a black. And so just the design options are huge. And those are available now as well in our skinny shakers as well in the anti-fingerprint. So the drawback when, as with any time you're using a pre-manufactured product, is you don't get to choose the actual color. But, you know, so the black is the black, the white is the white. Whereas with yours, we actually painted the doors to the actual color you wanted. Yep. But frequently on jobs, you know, because of the price point, you can work with that and make it work in the design. And the colors are just fantastic. And the fact it's anti-fingerprint is fantastic, especially in the kitchen.
Well, and to get a matte black in anti-fingerprint is huge because black tends to show those fingerprints remarkably well. So that's a really good one. And I know that, well, you know that I love a splash of black in my kitchen. So it's a really good option to have that. I like mixing like the depth of that into it. Anything else coming out? Are you sitting in your kitchen or a kitchen that you designed as well?
Excuse me. Yeah, we're sitting in my kitchen. Sorry, frog in the throat.
That's okay.
So this was done about 5 years ago, and just yeah, nice tall ceilings and vaulted ceilings. This one was painted in dove white, and we do this door style as well in SwitchDoor. So as you'll notice on some of the doors, we have the little glass cabinets on top. Yes. We can do that. All of our doors are available to actually have glass inserts in them. Again, that was another challenge with Ikea. They actually only had 1 or 2 door sizes that had the ability for glass. And so that was, again, too restrictive. And so we have removed that obstacle. So if you want to, I'm sure you've seen out there where you have a full height door and then just the top third panel is glass. Right. We can do that as well. So I'm sure you remember, actually, Alison, with your kids watching Bob the Builder and his famous tagline, you know, can we do it? Yes, he can. Yes. So that's what you want to think about the SwitchDoor is like, can we do it? Yes, we can. So just give us a call and, you know, we'll be able to figure it out and make the design work for you.
And part of that service was also helping me put the list together for Ikea so that I was only buying the parts that I needed and I wasn't buying the extra boxes and the extra door fronts and the extra stuff that we weren't going to need by working with SwitchDoor. So putting that list together was massive because I'd never actually looked at how many different parts come with one thing. You think it's one thing, but it's not. It's actually like 13 different little things that you're getting. And so helping with that order and with that printout was amazing. And then we basically just took it to Ikea, said, here, give us this, and had it all delivered.
I mean, that's a service we decided to offer because we can take any drawings that a designer can give to us, and we will actually, for a very small fee, we will actually translate that into an Ikea drawing. And then we will actually give you a list, like you said, like you had, just for the components that you need to buy. You don't have to like figure that out yourself. And so we make it very easy. And we're constantly looking at the process and trying to find out ways to remove obstacles. So if there's ever anything that you find frustrating or like you wish were different, just drop us a line and we'd love to hear and get feedback on that.
And your area of, you work across Canada, where is SwitchDoor available?
At the moment, we're keeping it across Canada. So we seem to be sending a lot of product at the moment to Toronto. So we have a good number of clients over there. And then we're doing quotes all the time in everywhere in between. Obviously, we're doing a lot of work in the Vancouver area. Having been here for 30 years, I've built up a good client base with regards to that. And also over to the island, a lot of projects going on up in Whistler and over on the islands. So what we're doing and what we're seeing with clients is like, this is not just like the entry-level kitchens.
Right.
Clients are actually really taking a hold of like the vision that we have and realizing that they can save some good money. 2 weeks ago, I actually delivered a whole house to this beautiful custom house on Bowen Island, just off of the waterfront.
Nice.
So this is not meant to be just for sort of like entry-level homes, although we do that as well. It is going across the spectrum, and clients are realizing the benefit of using SwitchDoor. That particular client had a beautiful walnut shaker door and white in their kitchen. And we did some book matching of panels on their island. So it does not look, we're looking forward to photographing that in the next month or so, and we'll be posting about that. But at the end of the day, it does not look like an IKEA kitchen. It looks absolutely amazing. As you're experiencing with yours, it's a fun place to be.
It's amazing. And the kitchen is the most technical room in the whole house. There's so many components, so many things happening in such a small, usually like a small piece of your overall floor plate, that it just needs a lot of design work. And so when you need a bit of extra help with your design work for your SwitchDoor cabinets, where would you go, Robert?
There we go.
I've been been getting a lot of joy working with some of your clients on their just some layout options, and sometimes you just need a little bit of feedback. You think you kind of know what you want, but you want a bit of feedback on your choices or a couple layout options. And so providing that e-design service for some of your clients has been a really great joy for me. I've really enjoyed it. Yeah,
no, we're enjoying working with you and just chatting with you as we've dialogued over the last few months. I mean, COVID has definitely caused us to rethink business. I remember your conversation with Jamie Bamfield, like when you had your Insta Live with him. He made a very valid point in that it's forced us to rethink the way we actually do business, the way we visit clients, how many site visits are necessary. And I think that's certainly one very positive thing that has come out of COVID. There's many, many positives out of that. So what it's caused us to do is to realize that really through the different medias we have, like getting on a video chat in whichever form we can actually go into somebody's home, we can chat to them, and we can see what their style is. And that's something we're developing with you, is because you just love doing that, and it's evident in the designs you come up with. They're so creative, which is fantastic. And we're wanting to develop that further. And the reality is, I mean, you don't need to leave your living room, and you can do a design for somebody in Kerrisdale, or you can do a design for somebody at their lake cottage up in Toronto, in Ontario. So it really doesn't matter where the people are. And we're looking forward to developing that. That's going to be good. Yeah, that's part of the genius of it, because not everybody would even have access to a designer where they live. Maybe they don't live in a bigger city. Maybe they live in a smaller town, but they cook a lot, they can a lot, they do a lot of work in their kitchen, and they just want a beautiful, functional kitchen, and they don't have access to design. Then that's something that we're working together now to provide you not just with a kitchen that can be beautiful and affordable, but it can get you the most design impact out of your existing layout. I love that kind of problem solving. I love it. It's fun. Cool. No, we're looking forward to it too. So where can people find SwitchDoor? You're on Instagram? We're on Instagram, our website, www.switchdoor.com. We are on Facebook, and looking at my PR guy here. Where else are we on? What else are we doing? So those are the three things right now. Yeah. Instagram's the main one.
Yeah.
So, and our website.
And people can stay tuned for your upcoming videos of finished kitchens, including this one.
Yeah, we've got some new things coming up, and we're looking at doing some promotions. So stay tuned with regards to that. That's hopefully coming in the next few days. We're looking at running a promotion on our Instagram page. So if people want to go and check us out there and follow, that would be fantastic. And that's good for us. Yeah.
There you go. Well, I'll be reposting some of those stories for you. Thank you so much for chatting. I feel like we could probably have numerous chats about kitchen design and cabinetry, and we will definitely be talking to you again. But thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Alison. Have a great day. Bye-bye
You
for
as
now.
well.